Hello friends, I'm Sue Ann Delp. Today is Sunday, November 29th, 2020, and this is my daily report and card pull. Thank you for watching. So today is Sunday before we go back to work after the Thanksgiving holiday, and I'm ready, I guess, to go back to work. But what's even more interesting is that we're on the edge of a full moon. The moon will go full here in Huntsville, Texas at 3:32 a.m. It's currently 7:47, so that's just a few hours away. And it's also going to be an eclipse moon, though it won't be visible here in the United States. Uh, it will have an effect on the full moon. So they say when there's an eclipse moon, don't put out your crystals and don't put out full moon water, because the eclipse can make your moon water not necessarily what you want it to be. I'm not sure I understand what all that means, but if you're looking for pure, unaltered full moon water, you're not going to get that when there's a full moon with an eclipse. So this is also the beaver moon, and it's called such because at the full moon in November is when the beavers go into their dens and get ready for winter. So there you have it, beaver moon, beaver full moon, and an eclipse moon, and we go full in Huntsville, Texas at 3:32 a.m. tomorrow morning, which is just a few hours away. So I hope you've all had a good holiday weekend, those of you in the U.S. And for those of you not in the U.S., I hope you've had a good weekend. And so I sort of finished the first wall that I started rehabilitating. I'm not totally pleased with the paint job, but I ran out of that color of paint, so if I want to work on it anymore, I will have to buy more paint. Well, I have to buy more paint anyway to do the other three walls, so. But yeah, it's streaky and splotchy, especially up at the tops where wall meets ceiling. I'm not pleased with that, but it's clean and it's partially painted and it's been washed and wiped and gotten the dust bunnies wiped off of it. So if nothing else, I'm happy about it for that. And you know, if I could get over the streakiness, I would just go ahead and hang my pictures and move on with life and move on to a different wall. But I started with that wall because it was the worst. It had the most need for patches and cracks filled in and so forth that were bothering me after 20 years of living in this rent house. Yeah, I know, I'm stupid. So let's move on and do indoor garden show and tell. All right. So these are carrots grown in a pot. I don't know what I have below the soil. They're in there pretty good though. But they're tight too. So I don't know. I may have carrots. I may not have carrots. It's kind of like Schrodinger's cat. Is the cat dead? Is the cat not dead? Do we have carrots? Do we not have carrots? I think we have carrots because the sides of the pot feel pretty tight. And we certainly have plenty of beautiful greenery. If any of you have any good ideas of what to do with all this greenery, I'd love to hear them. Look, this guy's trying to bloom. And they're kind of too tall to go under my grow lights anymore. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I wish I had a greenhouse. Wish, wish, wish. Wish I had this. Wish I had that. I'm thankful I have grow lights. How's that? But yeah, so there's my carrots. Little pots. I picked the deepest pots I had that didn't already have stuff in them to put the carrot seeds in. These were planted September 5th. So they're going on 3 months old. But I haven't tried to harvest anything because I don't really know how long they take, and I didn't want to pull them up and then have to try to stick them back down in the dirt if they weren't ready, if they weren't big enough. So I've just kept them watered, and they're hard to keep damp because I have a feeling they're pretty good root bound. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. Maybe in a couple, 3 weeks, I'll pull them out of the pot, shake the dirt off, and see what I have. But yeah, if y'all know something good to do with the greens, I'd like to hear about it. I've heard that they're edible and that they're delicious and nutritious, but I don't have any first-hand knowledge of it. Burrito is worn out, y'all. She is just worn the flip out. She's holding down this chair over here. Yeah. She says it's been a long, hard weekend. We put up the Christmas tree today, and she was the first cat in it, climbed all the way to the top. She was so excited. My baby loved her Christmas tree. And before any of you go berserk, oh no, the cat climbed up the Christmas tree. We put the Christmas tree up for the cats. We don't put it up for us. I couldn't give a flip about a Christmas tree. But I love watching the cats climb it and discover it, and their eyes get big and wide and so full of wonder at the lights and the ornaments. We don't put anything on the tree that we would cry over if it got broken. Most of the ball ornaments, or rather all of the ball ornaments that we put on it are the unbreakable kind. So it's all for our babies. What's all this about? Okay. So here's our card. Birch. Wow, look at those eyes. The trees have eyes. Birch. Let's see what the book says about birch. Alright, and the trees have oak, cedar, walnut, birch. The birch is associated with beginnings, flexibility, communication, and cleansing, finding its way into besoms and other tools used to purify and prepare the way as the seasons change. The birch tree is known to be a pioneer tree, as it is the first to take root after disaster strikes or the land changes dramatically, emerging from landscapes battered by fire and mudslides. The unusual bark can look like eyes, making us feel that the birches are watching. Messages of the birch. Message 1. Now is the time to take advantage of the opportunity in front of you. Manifest birches. Message 2. Eyes are upon you. Be mindful of what you do and say, because for better or for worse, you are being observed. Message 3. Shed what is unnecessary so that you may begin again. You're treading on new and fresh ground. Interesting. Good card. Birch. What does that look like? I'm not sure I've ever seen birch in real life. I think I would remember the eyes. I've seen aspen trees, and they have kind of that white bark. I don't know if aspen is in here. No, I don't think it is. We have oak, cedar, walnut, birch, ash, and then it goes to herbs. So those 4 trees. So no aspen in here, but this is birch. Have any of y'all ever seen birch in real life? Looks very interesting. So that's our card pull for today. I hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. And I thank you for joining me. And I hope you'll join me again tomorrow. Good luck tomorrow morning for all of you going back to work. And for those of you in shutdown, enjoy your mimosas. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good evening. Good night.